Good evening, everyone. My name is Leanne Brandeo, and I'm going to be your INV3701 lecturer for this semester. I have a BCom Financial Management through UNISA, and I'm currently a CFA Level 3 candidate in the December 2020 exam. I'm just going to do a short introductory video to the module for you now before we start classes next week. Due to COVID, as you all know, it's very difficult for us to have face-to-face lectures, so that is not going to be happening this semester. We're going to be offering everything online, but it is going to be run a little bit differently to just straight online lecturing and you watching the recordings. So I'm going to explain to you, and I'm going to present my screen now and explain to you how the semester is going to work going forward. So I'm just going to present my screen to you. Okay, so if you go into your Google Classroom that you would have got an invite for INV3701 Online 2020 Semester 2, you will see this is the Google Classroom and how it looks. You'll see it starts off with a stream section, there's a classwork tab, and a people tab. And you'll see on the stream section, this is where I will post any information that I might want you to know. I've posted a welcome note for you, and I did post today's session for you and the following sessions that are going to be happening from next week, Tuesday. There's also a part here where you can send me a message on here and ask any questions, or you can discuss with your fellow students. And I'm just going to type in my email address for you as well. It's leanne@ebs.co.za. You can either ask a question here, or you can pop me an email and ask me a question on that email address. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how the Google sessions are going to work and how the semester is going to be run. So you will see there's a classwork section, and this is where you're going to be able to get all the required information that you will need for this module. So firstly, there's a Google Meet timetable. You'll see I've just added in a PDF timetable. It's got the link for you, which I have also emailed, which will be in your calendar, so you can join either way. And you'll see it's got the dates that we're going to have classes, the times, as well as the topics that will be covered in that class. I'm then going to just jump down to the notes section. You'll see there's a workbook of notes, and it's got all the different study units and a whole lot of study notes, which is what we use to go through the videos. And then the most important one is the all-in-one pacer. So I'm going to open the all-in-one pacer over here. And you will see the topic there is INV3701, and here's the pacer. You'll see it's got all the, similar to the timetable, it's got the weeks, it's got the dates, it's got the different assignment dates, when assignments are due, okay, and all the different study units. And how we're going to run the semester is a little bit different. Obviously, because we're not having face-to-face classes, what we're going to do is every week from next week for 10 weeks, we are going to meet for an hour from 7:15 till 8:15 on a Tuesday evening. You would have had to have done pre-work before that session, and we will then do questions on the pre-work that you have watched the videos for. So you will see I've put in today, just as a brief intro, just to show you this. I will then add the recording from today's session to this introduction via the Google Meet. And all I want you to do for next week is, due to UNISA not releasing results, I don't want anyone to be ahead of other students. Some students are still registering. So just a little investment recap, because I'm just going to explain how the investments work. You would have seen in INV3601 the prerequisite, the different types of investments that we have, the different asset classes, etc. So just a little recap so that you know next week exactly what's going to happen when we do the full introduction of the module. So you'll see we'll then start next week, Tuesday, on the 11th of August, and I will then do an introduction for you for that hour, and we will discuss exactly how the module is going to work, how it's set out, etc., etc. You will then go in that week after the Tuesday, before the next week Tuesday, so before the 18th, you will then do this video. And you'll see it's underlined there. You can access YouTube. You can click on there and you can go to YouTube and view the video. And I've done this purposefully that it says video unavailable. A lot of students often say to me, I cannot view the video, it's unavailable. If you maybe have two Gmail accounts, sometimes your YouTube is logged in on the wrong account, and you need to make sure that it's logged in on the EBS account and not on your other personal, maybe your Gmail account. So just make sure that you sign out of YouTube and you go into the correct YouTube account. Okay, so you'll be able to view that video. You will then watch that study unit 1A. You'll see this is quite a long module, so a lot of the study units are broken down into 2 or maybe 3 parts. So you're going to do part A, and then on Tuesday the 18th we will meet again and we will do questions on that part A video that you did. We'll do questions together, and if there's anything that you saw in the video before we meet on the 18th, you can send me an email or post on the stream and say, Lee, I'm really uncomfortable with this topic and I can find a question for us to do together for that week. So you will do that, and then we will leave on Tuesday the 18th and we would have done questions, and you will then go and do study unit 1B. We will then come the next week and we will do questions on study unit 1B, and so forth as the semester goes, all the way up until Tuesday the 13th of October, the last session I've left for revision as a whole. You will also see that I've posted the notes as well in Google Classroom. Again, I've done the same thing. I haven't logged in, just so you can see. Just make sure that you are signed in correctly and you're not on another email address. Otherwise, it won't let you access that. So just make sure that if you have other email addresses, that you just sign out of them and sign into your EBS email address. And that will then take you, I'm going to show you here, where I do have it open, to the class notes section, which also has the class notes. Okay. You will also see that there's a questions tab. It's also going to take you to the wrong one because I've specifically done that. But if you go here, that'll take you to the questions. I haven't put any questions here yet, but I will. We are going to do study unit 1A questions in 2 weeks' time, and I will then put the questions up there in the next couple of days, so that if you want to have a look at the questions, what the questions are before the class, you can. If you want to have the questions open in front of you, you can. I'm not going to put the solutions, just going to put the questions. We will go through the solutions together. Okay, and that's how the PACE is structured for the full semester. We then have, for obviously closer to exams, or if you want to recap, a revision and exam class tab. So you'll see all the study units again, links to the videos, and they're just a summarized version of the videos, a lot shorter. You can maybe do that a little bit closer to the exam time. And then exam course videos again, just highlight over there. You can go to the YouTube video, or you can go into the past exams on the Google Drive, which I will show you. It'll take you here. There's question papers, and there's quite a few there. Question papers and quite a few solutions. Okay. And then that is your PACER for the semester. I would love for you to please try attend these Tuesday sessions. They are only for an hour. And we're just going to be doing questions on the videos that you have watched prior to that class. So I really do think it will benefit you if you attend the classes. If you, for some reason, can't attend the class, I will post. You will see this is underlined over there, but this isn't. There's no video because we haven't had that class yet. As soon as we have, I will then post that video if you weren't able to attend, as well as in this questions folder that you see. I will also put the solutions after the class, detailed solutions up there as well. Okay, and that's the PACER. And then there you can see your classmates. You can email me from there as well. I did give you my email address, leanne@ebs.co.za. Okay, so that's the brief intro, and I will see everyone next week, Tuesday, and we will have a proper intro into the different investment classes, how the different INVs fit in, and what we are going to expect from INV 3701, and you will then go away next week and start with study unit 1. Perfect. Thank you, everyone. I will see you next week, Tuesday. Have a good evening.